one. So, as you know, I've been doing a lot of building tips, things like that. But for this live stream, I wanted to do something a little different. I mean, I guess this is still tips and tricks and things like that. But this is something I haven't seen anyone else in the community do so far. And I'm kind of excited that I figure out how to do it. And I cannot wait for you guys to start implementing this into your designs, because it opens up a whole new little world of possibilities. Because there's several different locations you can do this at. Remember that as long as they're not named, you're good. So without further ado, here's my platform. All right, pretty nice, isn't it? Got a pole. It's stuck in the ground. And wait, what's this? Wow. Check this out. So let's just go on to the top up here. And there's a couple different things you need to know about this. Hold on, let me go ahead and move this. I don't like this one. Or actually, I need to leave it there for the moment. Okay, so we're going to go on up here to the top right now. And see, here's inside of my part of my new base. And so this is just a floating monorail car that's just here. There's not much else to say about it, other than, you know, it is a monorail car and it is just here. But the interesting thing is what I've done out here. So I had to place this, unfortunately. So I covered up the steps with some mats. A piece of wood won't go in there, unfortunately. And I can't connect anything to the bottom set of the staircase right now. I probably can, but I'm just not gonna. It's not really a big deal right now. You know, I could probably put another pole hanging down from here, like I did over there. But anyways, this is really as far as I've gotten right now. I literally just ran across this, and this is why I was a little past 9 trying to get my stream up. It's because I actually found this really cool method. And, you know, I was just walking by, I looked at it, and I said, that looks cool. I'm going to try to build in it. And that's what I did. So I'm just going to show you really, really quickly. I'm going to run through this as fast as I can, how you too can build up here just like this. And if you look here, none of my objects are actually touching any of this. So it's almost a perfect distance on both sides over there. So I have to admit, I lined this up pretty damn perfect, but it took me a few minutes to do so. So what you want to do is, I'm just going to drop all the way down. That's what you need power armor for. So what you want to do is you want to come down here to the bottom. Well, actually, hold on. Let me change that. What you want to do first is you need to place your camp. And now you need to place your camp in a way you can build both top and bottom. Because if you place it at the bottom, you're not going to be able to reach the top. So you'll only be able to build up to about where I'm standing now. And this is your height limit if you place your camp on the ground. If you place your camp at the very top up here, you won't be able to build on the ground. Therefore, you won't be able to set that foundation. Therefore, you can't start building up there. So what you have to do is you have to put your camp pretty much right here, like right in the middle. See, it's really close to the top. It's still close to the bottom. And this way, you get your full range of building. I can even go, I believe, maybe 1.5 stories above that train car there, and I'm still good. And so you want to make sure that you set your camp just like that. And if you're not sure, you can set it, move it a couple times if you have the caps. But yeah, so that's how you do that, just to make sure you can build. Next thing you do, place a block, and what I did was I tried my best to line it up, see, as close as I could with the corners and with this side here. And I just used the trick of holding A, and then I just jumped out of the power armor. That was fucking stupid. Come on. Any day now. Alright, re-enter build mode. So what I did was just hold the A button and then use the sticks and the rotate and all that good stuff, and RB, LB to move it around towards in the perfect position. Then just start building poles straight up. And you'll have to come up the steps and start placing them like as you go up the steps, and you'll have to shift them away from you once you get up here, because the next set of steps you're not going to be able to place anything like that unless you go to the very top, and even then it's kind of hard because you have to be like hanging off the side. So what you want to do is you want to take your poles and you just want to go straight up in the air, and you want to touch, you want to basically go right next to that there. And another way I somehow lined it up was I lined it up pretty much perfectly with that top barrier up there, which was just complete coincidence. But anyways, long story short, all that out of the way, I've got a floating platform in the sky, and it's right next to a monorail, and it's up these steps that I could probably block off to keep any enemies away from my camp. And, oops, I just exited build mode. And I can get rid of all these, because once that staircase is set up there, I no longer need these. Oops. Oh, I did scrap it. That's cool. So yeah, once all that stuff up there is gone, I no longer need any of this. And so I can just go all the way back up top now. Let's exit this build mode so I can sprint. And we come back up top. Now the only thing I was, kind of worried about was this this gap here, which I could probably fill it in with one of these, with one of the little tiny pieces of floor. The game's glitching out. Gonna go? There we go. Okay. So I could probably put one of these little bitty floors here, but see, that kind of hangs off onto my walkway there, and I don't want to obstruct my walkway too much. And I'm afraid if I place one of these, I might not be able to pick it back up. So, yeah. Actually, let's try this. Let's go over here to defenses. And can I place one of these up here? If I could place one of these up here, problem solved. Okay, so problem solved. And I might be able to get two of these side by side pretty nicely. It's not looking like it because I got this here. Alright, so that does not look too bad if I do say so myself. So, I mean, there you go. I mean, this is a really nice build idea. I hate to toot my own horn sometimes, but I like this. This is really nice. And the best thing is I still have build area on, I believe, both sides, and I can go out this way. So I just built a standard platform here. I just did it so I could start this live stream and have a little something done. But if, say, I want to store this, I can go over here, I can grab some floors, which I was planning on doing anyways. Uh-oh. Okay, so I think I know what I've done here. I'm almost 100% positive I know what I've done here. So, best not to take away that pole. Now hopefully I can put it back. Okay, yes, I can in fact put it back, which is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to run it back down to the ground, and then when I'm done with all my modifications, I should still be able to remove it like I did before without much consequence. Come on, snap in there, buddy. You can do it. Damn it. I hate this game's responsiveness. Where'd it go? Okay, this isn't annoying at all. Yep, this is perfectly reasonable. In fact, this is what you would expect. There we go. Okay, so connecting and connecting and connecting. Oh, I got that perfect. Okay. So let's attach our handy dandy friggin' floor back down here. And let's go back up top. And now we can build around. We should be able to build around. Because now I'm actually connected to the ground with something. I didn't think about that before. So yeah, it has to have some kind of a reinforcement before it'll let you build anything. See, as soon as I put that floor down. So that is 100% the problem. So don't worry if it ever does that to you. As you just saw on my stream here, it happens. So my game's being a little slow and buggy if you hadn't noticed. And I don't know what that is. It just started the other day. I don't know if it's a problem with the game in general, which it probably is, which is the most likely scenario, or if it's a problem with my Xbox, which very well could be that too. But anyway, I can even place them in here, which I don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go around here. There we go. And I like how it just barely kisses the edge there. So keep going around just like we're doing now. Woo, that was close. That was really close. Alright, and you'll just go around this pole here like it doesn't even matter. And we'll put one of these just to even it. And see, just like that, there we go. So we have gone all the way around this monorail train here, which, like I said, I don't care who you are. I don't care, you know, where you're from. This is awesome. This is really cool. And like I said, I've never seen anybody else do a build like this. There could be one out there. I might just not have seen it. But I don't think there is. I don't. I'm almost positive that there's not one like this. Fuck. Okay. But yeah, so I'm pretty positive there's not a build like this. And, you know, it really sucks that there's not. Because I feel like I'm discovering all these methods for like the first time, and I'm trying to get as many of them out there as I possibly can. And, you know, I'm just one person. And I don't know. I'm trying to keep the community alive. If for anything, to just build like we did in, you know, like we did in Fallout 4. That game has gone over so much, like, so far from its original launch date, because there's just so much to do in it. You can build, you can role play, you can play the storyline 20 different ways, you can do thousands of different things, different every time you play. And there's not really too much of an option there, because you've got, this storyline takes like a day to beat. Like a 3-year-old could beat this game in, let's see, 2 weeks. A 3-year-old, keep in mind. I'm talking like straight 3-year-old, having to go to school, blah, 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 could probably beat this game in like a week or two with no problem. Yeah, I hate when it does that. So that's just, that right there is something you want to keep an eye out for too. It seems to be having problems placing and picking up some of this stuff. And I don't 100% know what the reasoning for that is. I think it's got something to do with me technically not being, like, not touching the floor down there. So if there is some way to connect this staircase down to the bottom, which I'm sure I'll figure out, I'll go ahead and do that. I'll connect it straight down to the ground floor and just build an additional staircase. And then I'll be able to move a lot of these planks and stuff. So if you're going to do this, just be careful about like how you start to build and like where you're putting everything. You don't want to place a block where you really don't want it, which I don't see that being a problem, really. I don't, because anywhere you place it up here is cool. It's just by the very nature of this being a really cool place to build. And I think this is where it's not going to let me. So let me see. Now I can go all the way over in this corner. So again, I just thought this was really cool. I thought this was something that might be pretty awesome. A way for you to build up here like this. And have a really unique camp, because not many people that I know of have a camp way up in the air on top of an old monorail car. And so now I've shown you how to build it. So I mean, I don't really know what else to do with this right now, because I just found it. So, you know, I don't have a whole lot of options on my mind right now. I'm sure I can think of some, but I just don't know what else I could do at this very moment to build or anything like that. So let me think. So what I was planning on doing was showing you some unique places you could set up your camp. But I can't really think of anything like that I can show you in this area other than this, because I did have a completely separate place set up to do a video at, but this caught my attention before I was able to do that. Oh.